How you doing? Good morning. How's it going? Rise and shine, shake a leg, up and at 'em. Top of the morning to you. Happy Thursday.
It's time to have a cup of joe. You can sip it nice and slow. So grab your coffee cup. Be sure to fill it up.
Okay.
Let's take a coffee break.
Why not?
It's time, for goodness sake.
Good.
Lordy, Lordy, it's coffee with Gordy.
Hey now. And this show is brought to you by Bafo Coffee.
BafoCoffee.com.
Our one and only sponsor. And if you'd like to help out and, if you enjoy the show every day here, we're live Monday through Friday on Facebook, and you can check it out there. You can like us, you can share us, you can spread the word, subscribe, follow, do all those things, and let everybody know that we're here for you live every morning on Facebook right around this time, approximately 8 o'clock Central Time. But you can also catch the show elsewhere as an audio podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Well, here we are at Thursday already. And oh boy, just a really, I was watching some news earlier this morning. It's just one awful news story after another. Shall we dive into it? I'm going to keep this short and just do headlines because there's so much really not great news that I don't know if I really want to dwell on it this early in the morning. But well, it looks like we're back at back at the beginning with the U.S.-Iran war. The ceasefire apparently is over, and now here we go again. And guess what happens right away? Check your local gas prices. Hopefully you filled up your tank yesterday, because looks like those gas prices are going to jump again today because the war is seemingly back on. Before I get to all the rest of the negative news here, let's bring in Luna, our AI-generated interactive fake news person and weather person. Good morning, Luna. How are things in your world this morning?
Good morning, Gordy. Things are buzzing along as usual. All right, let's start with the Madison area forecast. Okay. Right now, it's 72 degrees, partly cloudy. We're looking at a high near 83 today with a slight chance of a late day shower, but mostly dry. Tonight, partly cloudy, low around 64. Pretty typical July stretch. A bit sticky, but not the worst.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know it's a little early yet, but can you look ahead to the weekend, Saturday and Sunday? What can we expect? I think even warmer temperatures are coming back, right?
Checking. Yeah, that's right. Saturday's looking mostly sunny with a high around 86 and a low near 62. Then Sunday looks like mostly sunny and warmer. High near 87, low around 67. Pretty nice for outdoor plans.
Okay. And once again, what's the current temperature here in beautiful Madison, Wisconsin?
Right now, 72 degrees.
Okay, very good, Luna. Thank you very much. Appreciate that report.
You bet, Gordy.
Yeah, you have a good day.
Time.
All right.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye. I think Luna's been drinking this morning. She seems a little extra happy. Okay, back to all the bad news. Let's get the teletype rolling again here. Well, I don't know which bad story to get to next. It's all kind of lousy. This one's kind of strange, though. Trump is back to the usual as far as Air Force One. They got that new Qatari plane all shined up and ready to go for this trip over to Turkey. Well, he's not flying back on that. In fact, I think he's already in the air or on his way back, or maybe already has returned to the U.S. But the word is now that the reason they didn't come back on that Qatari jet that we put $400 million into at least, and maybe some estimates are saying it's a lot more than that. But that jet that Qatar donated to Donald Trump apparently is much heavier than Air Force One, and the runways have trouble with that jet in particular, because it's extra darn heavy, and they're a little worried about some of the runways that might have to land on, if there was an emergency or something. So they're gonna have to rethink that. So he's back on the old Air Force One. The new Air Force Ones, I think they ordered a couple of them, aren't going to be ready for 2 or 3 years. So I think they're going to be stuck with the original Air Force One that they've been using, which has been just fine for 20 or so years. I mentioned gas prices may be going up today, so check your local listings. Deep South is getting into record-breaking temperatures today and tomorrow. Another big heat wave, and now they're talking about the same thing out west. And Bonnie Tyler has passed away at the age of 75. She had that one really big hit, Total Eclipse of the Heart, and so she has passed. Another ICE fatal shooting in Houston. A Mexican immigrant living in the U.S. for 35 years, and apparently was on the verge of becoming a U.S. citizen, had done all the paperwork, crossed all the T's, dotted all the I's, and was in the works, but got pulled over, and some sort of disagreements ensued, and fatally shot. Lorenzo Salgado Aliago. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that anywhere near correctly, but so another fatal shooting from ICE, boy. And so some very tough news today. And I don't know where we go from there. It seems like every time we think that the Iran war has got a ceasefire and they're talking negotiations and things are going to, get back to whatever normal was in the Straits of Hormuz, and now that's apparently up in the air again. So lousy news for this Thursday, July 9th. And now tomorrow, John Peterson will be joining me as he does every Friday morning. And we'll talk about maybe some of these headlines and others. You can always check out John's podcast. He's on Facebook and other places there, I believe on YouTube. Just look for John's Media World Extra, or just go to John Peterson's Facebook page. And again, he'll be here tomorrow morning. He'll be joining us. Have not heard from Karthryn Lake. She is still on vacation the rest of this week, and I think most of next week. But hopefully she'll check in again at some point. And I know she's enjoying her time off. Yes. A side note. Now, yesterday I traveled down I'd never been to Cave of the Mountains, and I thought, well, what is this place? I've heard about it for a long time. Lived in Wisconsin about 30 years altogether, both in the late 80s and early 90s, and then moved to Indiana, and then moved back here around 10 years ago, and had never been to Cave of the Mountains. And after yesterday's little tour, I probably think that was enough. It's a nice cave. It's not spectacular. I've been to Carlsbad Caverns. That's one of the famous caverns and caves of the world. So it's hard to compare. I'm not a spelunker. I don't go to a lot of caves, but Cave of the Mountains, I'm going to let you decide for yourself. If you want to go, by all means go. It's near Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, and you'll follow the signs of the Cave of the Mountains, and you decide. It was interesting. I got in on the last tour of the day. I actually was hoping that they just let you wander around in the cave, but no, that you're on a guided tour. And yeah, I'm going to say no more. Just you decide. Tell me your impressions of Cave in the Mountains if you've been there. I'm sure it's it's terrific for tour groups like the Boy Scouts or whatever, or a school group. I found it maybe not all that spectacular, and that's perhaps being generous. That's just me. Again, you decide. Okay, I think that's it for today. A little bit on the short side, but I didn't want to dwell on any of these horrible stories that are going on right now. I want to get to the gas station before the gas prices go up, and it may already be too late. But that's going to do it for today's efforts. Again, tomorrow, John Peterson will join us. All this is brought to you by our friends at Bafo Coffee. If you like the show, you want to support us, hey, buy yourself a coffee mug. Just go to bafocoffee.com or buy yourself a bag of coffee. bafocoffee.com. All right. You have a great day. Again, we'll talk to you first thing in the morning. Thanks for joining me on Coffee with Gordy. So long for now. BafoCoffee.com.
It's Bafalicious.